While at Notre Dame, our next guest was a 7-time All-American, 3-time Big East champion. He's the university's 10,000-meter record holder and a 2009 graduate. He continues to race today, and in 2015 won the U.S. Mountain Running Championships. Patrick Smyth joins us now on the Notre Dame phone hotline. Welcome, Pat.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Hey, thank you very much for joining us tonight. You got to tell me now, a lot of us really aren't that educated. What exactly does mountain running entail?
So at its most basic, it's just running up and down mountains. But the specifications of it are actually kind of interesting. So it's usually about 12 kilometers in total distance, and it alternates year to year. So like this year, for example, is an up-down year where it's net zero. So we'll do loops where we'll gain anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 feet vertical, but then we'll come screaming back down to where we started, and we'll do that, a couple 6K loops to get the 12-kilometer distance. And then next year will actually be an all-up year. So we'll get anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 vertical feet of just pure climbing. So a lot of times they're at ski resorts. So you'll start at the bottom and you'll race all the way to the top and then get a nice chairlift ride down.
Well, that sounds to me like a little bit more than I could handle as a 17-year NFL vet. 2 fake hips, I'm not going to become a mountain runner, trust me. How did you make the transition, though, from traditional track and road racing to mountain running?
Yeah, so I graduated Notre Dame in 2009, and I was fortunate enough to run for Nike on the track and on the roads professionally for 2 years, or 3 years actually, after graduating Notre Dame. And then in 2012, I went back to graduate school in Salt Lake City, where I'm from. And, I was done more or less competing professionally on the track and on the road, but I wasn't done loving the sport. So I kind of got back into running the trails around Salt Lake City, a lot of good hilly alpine stuff around there. And that kind of sparked, the competitive drive in me again. And I hopped in a couple trail races and then a couple mountain races, and really started to embrace that. And fortunately, Nike was starting to get back into the trail side of things, and they said, hey, do you want to come run for us? Not on the roads and the track necessarily, though you could do that, but focus on running mountains and running trail races. So that's how it worked out.
Well, Pat, I know that there's a lot more in store for your future, getting back into marathon running, a lot of great things happening for you. Thank you for joining us on Notre Dame Day. We really appreciate you making time for us now.